Here we go. So let's talk about 4-5 simple things that will pull you through in the trucking business in any situation. No matter how bad it gets, you're gonna make it. And if it's gonna get like really, really good, you're always gonna be on top. So 5 things that you need to succeed.
Let's go. Numero uno.
Are you afraid to buy a truck? Stay afraid. The more afraid you are, the more likely you're about to succeed. My personal experience was just like that. I bought a truck and I was freaking out because the failure was not an option. And let me tell you, it's very much connected because when I was afraid, I was running. I was making money.
Yeah.
And that went on a very, very good path until the second subject, comfort, came in.
And the comfort means you're no longer afraid. So now you start making
all kinds of crazy decisions.
Yes.
So basically, the comfort came in because after you're doing same thing over and over again, you kind of get comfortable. Oh, it's okay to have a truck. Oh, it's okay to have payment. Oh, it's okay to have a truck breaking down a little bit here and a little bit there because you're consistently working, you're making the money, and you start feeling comfortable.
Oh, I deserve to be home every weekend now. Oh, I deserve to be home every other day.
And this is where, besides the fear, because a lot of people cannot control the fear. So we will fall off the boat in the first week or two just from that idea that now we have a truck payment.
Yeah, so be afraid, but not too afraid.
Be afraid. Don't be freaking out.
All right, man. So what are we on number 2?
Number 2, endurance. Stick to the plan. You got to be available for work. You got to go out there and go make that money. Look at any big corporation that actually made it. Let's just talk about Walmart, for example, right?
Okay.
If you're going to take Walmart and you're going to look at their financials month after month, quarter after quarter, is that going to be same?
No, not at all.
It's going to be up and down, up and down, up and down. But just because Walmart's financials is up and down, up and down, and up and down, Walmart doesn't shut the doors when it's down.
No.
Walmart is always open. Same thing goes for you. You got to be available for your business. You got to be on the road. You got to be making money. Sometimes you will have to work harder for less. Other times you will have to work less for more. But at the end of the day, every day you're pushing forward. Dedicate at least 5 days a week. At least 5 days a week. And remember, once you're an owner-operator, you need that 6th day to take it to a mechanic shop.
Yeah.
Because it's no longer, you drop the truck, you drop the keys, and bye, Felicia.
Right. So that magic word for topic number 2 is that endurance. Make sure you stick to the plan. You got to stay with it. Don't give up. Don't alter it.
Don't change the plan. Your own plan.
Yeah, your own plan. The one that you talked about when you were in step 1. Fear.
Absolutely.
Let me go buy this truck. You had a plan. You have to stick to that plan.
Yep.
All right. Numero 3, what do you think?
Save the money. Be financially, strong. Because it don't matter if your truck's paid off or not. If your truck breaks down and that breakdown is requiring $500 and you don't have it, that is the end of your road.
So yes. So as you're sticking to this plan, again, this is a lot of this information is going to first-time owner-operators. So you've gone from a company truck to an owner-operator now. Now, we can easily say that weekly income is going to be, if you're doing it right, is going to be
the goal.
And it's very different.
Yeah.
You're making a lot more money than you were as a company driver.
And you need to know to fall asleep. Remember a couple of things. Financially, at least I felt that way, and I think it worked out for me.
Yeah.
I was racing against the time because I knew my truck is like a time bomb. No, it wasn't the bad truck, but I had that 800,000 mile mark.
Right, but don't get twisted. Like, we're not saying a time bomb where you did no maintenance and let me run this thing to the rims, but
it calculated time bomb.
Yeah, and then that's the thing. So again, you build that savings, live like you broke for right now. Don't go get that Mercedes and that new house right away. And
just based off your income today, especially these days, man, because the market is so good, everybody makes so much money. If you've never seen the money like this, you go out on the road, you get that paycheck, stay home for a month.
Yeah. So
and then what?
Yeah, and then what? And so since you're new to this, there's no budget plan. So if you actually open the business, which is what you did, what is your budget for the year? There's no way you can budget household off and your company based off of no history. You have to at least be in business for that first year, see what months more money came in, see what kind of expenses came out. You can forecast what's coming, and then make those bigger decisions. It's like, even like you were saying, big corporations. I mean, FedExes of the world, what are they? UPS, they plan for peak season. So they budget for that. That's their thing. The entire year is planning for that peak that's coming.
And the biggest thing, we never stop.
And they don't.
And you shouldn't stop as well, because that's going to be one of the biggest challenges. You're going to start feeling that money, and then you're going to stop, and then you're going to lose control.
Yeah.
And that's, and that time bomb is still ticking. So when it's going to be a time to kind of let that truck go maybe and get something else, are you going to be ready? Because you only worked the bare minimum just to sustain.
Yeah, and so when we say even it never stops, here's just a small example. We have an owner-operator. He'll do his vacation time, but he never leaves on a Monday or Friday. He'll vacation from Wednesday to Wednesday. And what does that allow? It allows, even though there'll be smaller checks, his business still has revenue and never missed a beat. Not that it's going to pay everything, but it offsets cost.
And look, we even have Miguel, for example, has a huge truck lease payment. I don't know how much is it. I think it's like close to $4,000 with PD and everything.
Wow, okay.
And that guy sometimes takes 3 weeks vacation. It's not a big deal. However, what he does before and after vacation, that's what matters. He's available, he's there, he's working, and it's not a problem.
Yeah.
The problem is when people make chaotic decisions. We are nor here nor there. It's not like quite a vacation because you don't even have the money yet, but at the same time you're not at work making any.
Yeah, yes, you're right. Take vacation, but your business shouldn't use business funds for your personal
to go vacation. Yeah. Pay yourself as a driver and go to vacation based off that. So let's go to the next one. Limitations. Be limitless. Don't put any limits on your business. Again, be open. Don't be coming up to this business with the idea that you're here to make money. And once you're already in this business, now your main goals becomes the lightest freight, no matter how much it pays, areas that you may or may not want to go. At that point, you lost your goal. You took your eyes off the prize, and now you're all over the place, making all kinds of adjustments to your business that does only one thing: is slowly killing your business.
Yeah, I agree. Even if when you, again, going back to kind of the Walmart,
your mindset should be this: this is what I need, that right there, and whatever it takes to get it, every month, every week, go and get it.
Yes. And so even when you see, and there'll be seasons, you have to be adaptable. So that's what comes to it. Like you said, the Walmart, sometimes they sell more water than this, and sometimes they'll sell more of that than this, and it doesn't really matter as long as they're hitting their financial goals, but they just adapt. So your business should be adaptable, go in with an open mind, and as you work through it, tweak it, and then you go from there.
Absolutely.
Number 5, numero 5.
Know when to walk away. And when I say know when to walk away, I don't believe that trucking is a seasonal business. I don't believe that, it's possible to do for just a year or two maybe, but don't expect some big crazy success out of that. That's just going to be a temporary gig. If you're really in trucking, you are in trucking. But when I say know when to walk away, let's go back to that 800,000 mile truck. At about 800,000 miles. In my opinion, some of you will go and do overhauls and this and that, and you will think that after the overhaul, you got yourself a brand new truck again. That, believe me, it's not going to be the case. There's going to be all kinds of issues and problems with that overhauled motor or engine or whatever you call it, because somebody was like picking on me in the comments before. But it's a ticking time bomb, 800,000 miles, know when to walk away, be ready for it.
Yeah, because check it out, man. The bigger companies, these trucks that we go buy off of fleets, and fleets let them go, they know when to walk away. This is just it out as a smaller scale. Why do you think they're selling those trucks?
And don't get it wrong, we're not selling those trucks because we bad. We only bad for their business model because we got drivers, and a lot of times drivers, not the mechanics, we don't give a crap. We don't take ownership.
So to my point, so now it's your business model. So your business model now as an owner-operator, that is useful to you up to 800,000 miles. and then you got to be prepared to walk away.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. It's just for your business model, you have to know when to walk away.
Yes, and when I say again walk away, not to walk away from trucking business. Once you're a trucker forever. That's an addiction. That's lifestyle. But what I'm saying, walk away. Let's say you are on the load, but again, you did put in the work in the last 300,000-400,000 miles.
Yeah, that's
So now you're on the load from let's say beautiful Mulberry, Florida to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Back way through somewhere in Kansas City, your motor blows up. When I say walk away, I mean at that point, at 800,000 miles, give or take. And again, some motors like will last a lot more with proper maintenance. But if that happens, walk away, in my opinion, would be I go to the dealer, I trade in that truck for whatever they give it to me.
and you keep going.
I get the best truck that I can afford, and I carry on. And at the end of the day, I'm probably actually going to win. I'm probably going to take a hit on that truck. I'm probably going to lose some money on it. But right away, without wasting any time, I'm jumping into the next truck. I'm not losing no plates. We're just doing the transfer. I'm not losing the load.
Yeah. Yep.
I can probably make that happen in 1-2 days on the road. That's going to take less time than the breakdown and way less money than an overhaul.
Can this happen? Absolutely. We got a guy, Mo. He was out there. Truck went down. Just jumped into a new truck. Transferred the plate. But he didn't come home. He didn't get on the flight to come home. Kept on trucking because coming home would resolve what?
Yeah.
Nothing. So he knew that, was prepared financially, credit-wise, or whatever situation. He did what he had to do to keep it moving.
And
So-
look, and I think that's a perfect scenario right there, because otherwise, even let's say you leave that load, so now a company has to recover that load. Do you know how much money that's going to cost? And that's not even like a predatory approach. It's just like, dude, now we got to send the truck from beautiful Mulberry, Florida,
to recover.
to Kansas City to recover that load, to deliver this load. So you're probably going to lose every penny on this load and all the fuel that you actually made it to Kansas City. That's a huge loss. And it's not like just because you're going to fly home and cry on your mama's shoulder is going to fix anything.
Yeah.
You still got to fix that situation. So be prepared to walk away, have a plan, and don't get involved, unless you're like semi-mechanic yourself, don't get involved in all those overhauls and rebuilds and none of that. Pick one. Are you a trucker or you're a mechanic?
So to sum it all up, be calculated. Once you have the plan, just work the plan. Don't get stuck fantasizing, trying to perfect it, only to talk yourself out of it, and you're playing with this for the next 3, 4, 5 years, and you'll never get started. So
So here we go. If you got those skills, 5, fear, be afraid, very afraid. Endurance.
stay afraid.
Stay afraid. Save money. So that's also kind of be afraid. You got to be a little bit afraid to save money. Be limitless. Don't you be pulling fast ones on yourself with weight areas or whatnot. And know when to walk away. If you got those, and if you can actually, not just here watching video right now, yeah, I got it. No, if you can seriously actually accomplish that,
Yep.
if you can deliver that, you're good to go. You're golden. No problem. Buy a best truck that you can afford and rock and roll.
There you go, guys. So get to it. Go
Take
get
care.
yourself a truck. Drive safe.